Hey guys, it's Amy. I don't know what that is. Anyway, I am kind of nervous about today's video. I'm trying not to be, but I am. And that is because I'm going to be talking about why I am vegan. And there's three major reasons on why I'm vegan, and I will get into them. But the three main reasons are health, environmental, and spiritual. So if you would like to learn a little bit more about me, make sure you hang out and watch this video. Almost a year ago, Alex and I watched a documentary called What the Health. And I have been talking to a lot of people recently who have watched this documentary who have gone vegan since. But we watched this documentary, and it talked about how you can prevent disease based on what you put in your body and what you eat and how you treat your body. And that was just such a new concept to us that it kind of blew our mind. And that same night, we went through all of our food, pantry, refrigerator, freezer, and we just got rid of everything that was meat, cheese, dairy, anything that was heavily processed. We just got rid of it. And we went vegan that same night after watching the documentary. When I first started going vegan, I felt a lot of changes in my health. For instance, like being sick. When I wasn't vegan, I was sick a couple times a year, more than a couple. But since I've been vegan, I have only been sick once, and it was just a small little cold or like allergies or something, and it only lasted like a day. But for a year, I've only been sick once. So since heart disease and diabetes are amongst the two biggest diseases in our country today, it's kind of crazy to me that there are more and more studies that are showing that these diseases are preventable. And I just think that's really cool that you can prevent disease based off of what you eat and what you put in your body and how you treat your body. I mean, it makes sense, but like, I don't even know why we didn't think about that before, you know? You want to show the nice people how cute you are? So my second point comes down to the environment. And I also learned just a tiny bit about this in that documentary I was talking about. But I've done a lot of research since then, and what I found out kind of blew my mind, and it also made me really upset. Animal agriculture produces more greenhouse gas emissions than any vehicle in the world combined. So all the cars, all the buses, all the trains, all the airplanes, all the boats combined, 55% of the water that is consumed in the United States of America is for animal agriculture. For every 1 pound of beef, it's 1,800 gallons of water. For every gallon of cow's milk, it's 880 gallons of water. In 2017, CNN came out with a report, and it reported that 80% of the deforestation in the Amazon is due to cattle raising. CNN also reported that 800 million people in the world are suffering from undernourishment and insecure food supplies. Now, there's also 35% of the world's grains that are being fed to livestock. So instead of solving world hunger, we are giving 35% of the world's grains to livestock. And finally, my third point, my spirituality. I just ask that before I go into it, you go into this with an open heart, because ultimately this is why I am still vegan and will continue to be vegan. I think the main reason why I have stayed vegan this whole time, even though it's only been a year, is because I strongly believe in following Jesus Christ and his example. And one of Jesus Christ's attributes that I most admire is his compassion. I am a firm believer that we should be treating ourselves compassionately, our neighbors compassionately, the environment compassionately, as well as God's creatures, the animals, compassionately. So this is the point where I asked you to have an open heart. And again, this is just how I feel about it. This is in no way reflective on my religion. It's just how I personally feel. I don't think that with how we are treating animals, factory farming specifically, I don't think it's pleasing to our Heavenly Father or Jesus Christ. I feel like that environment is abusive, and there's no ethical way that anybody can explain to me that factory farming is okay. We wouldn't do that to our dogs. We wouldn't do that to our cats. And I just think it is incredibly wrong. When I was inactive in the church, I was vegan. I went vegan August of 2017. And I remembered the word of wisdom, and I remembered that it spoke of eating meat sparingly. So I pulled open the Doctrine and Covenants and went to chapter 89, and reading that kind of solidified how I felt. And when it talks about how the beasts and the fowls of the air are ordained for the use of man with thanksgiving, that to me tells me that eating animals is not forbidden. However, they are to be used sparingly for times of winter or of cold or of famine. So that is saying, hey, so you can eat these animals only if you are absolutely starving. If you are a farmer and there are no crops for you to eat during winter, or if it's severe cold, also there's no crops for you to eat during winter. So I feel like that's pretty much given as to how often we should eat meat, which is never. And also it talks about the blessings that come with this, the hidden treasures, the hidden knowledge. And I just want to let you guys know that I feel so much more connected to God by being vegan than I have for eating meat. And the only way that I can explain that is there's definitely hidden blessings in that. I know this all might sound extreme, and I get that. I was that person too. I never thought in my wildest dreams I would ever be vegan. I thought it was way too restrictive of a diet. I didn't think it was healthy. I thought it was kind of a little crazy. Only hippies and like stoners are vegan. And I never thought I'd be that person. However, the seed that I had with going vegan just grew over time. And I feel incredibly blessed. Also, eating vegan is way cheaper than eating milk and dairy and meat. I want to challenge you to go vegan for 1 week or 2 weeks and see how you feel, both spiritually, physically, environmentally. And if you are a spiritual or religious person, I also want you to pray about it. I feel like you are going to go through so many amazing things if you follow this challenge. If you need help, because transitioning can be a little difficult, please comment below and listen. I will help you every step of the way. And I'm so passionate about this way of living that I want you to succeed. And only, if you only want to do it for a week or 2 weeks, hey, that's totally cool. You save one animal every single day that you decide to eat this way. So that's amazing. That's 12 animals in 2 weeks, guys, that you have just saved, by the way. But I will help you. I will help you transition. I'll give you articles to read. I'll give you shopping lists. I'll give you recipes. So don't be afraid to comment below and say, Amy, this is really cool, but I don't even know where to start. I will message you and we will get you started, okay? I want to do that. So comment below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like this video, you can thumbs it down. That's okay. But don't forget to subscribe, okay? Don't forget to subscribe. I post every Wednesday. And with that, I'll see you guys next week.